not on yet. Okay.
All right. We is live. We are live. Hello, family.
Hello.
All right. It is Friday. Pants free, so no one will be standing up.
Oh, thanks for reminding me.
Be glad that the camera is angled the way it is, because I think Jen is showing way too much cleavage today.
Oh, you showing fossils?
They're old fossils. I picked them out. I dug them out in dirt just for today.
Chinese fossils, too hung low.
That's a good one.
So today we're going to do mud fossils. We'll see what we can get into. Of course, towards the end of the show, we will be answering your all's questions. So you can go ahead and put them in there. I will star them. Both coffee pages are open. And of course, always the chat. Interesting thing because I had so many pictures to download and I kept spelling out mud fossil 1, mud fossil 2. By the time I got to yours, I'm thinking I'm going to run out of numbers. To shorten it, all of your alls are labeled MF1, MF2.
Can I have the MFer?
You're
no
all.
offense, but I chuckled when I realized I'm like, oh, that probably doesn't sound good. So when the picture shows up, if the label is MF1 and MF2,
it'll be Mufasa 1 and Mufasa 2.
Okay, there you go. All right.
You said that. That's what the MF is for.
That's what the MF, yes. Okay. Now, just so everyone feels better about today, there are snacks.
Ooh.
Mud pies.
And we're going to be sharing them with you all. So reach towards your screen and take what you want.
Well, I think those.
I like the Japanese ones on the right there. Yeah.
Okay, and the coffee filters.
Yeah.
Well, I finally decided to start a diet. That's cool.
There you go.
Thanks for the enticement. I am so upset. I had it planned this morning to use the Dead Sea salt mud and put it on my face during this, and I totally forgot about it. I guess Spirit didn't want me to look muddy.
There's always tomorrow. That's probably Spirit saving you because you may have not been able to get it off for the show, and that would have been interesting.
Can you imagine that? Everybody about it like, she's black facing. No, I'm not. I was putting mud on.
Gosh. Oh, goodness. All right. Yes, mud pies. So that's the littles like to make those a lot around here.
Oh, that's nice.
Mud pie shakes.
That's pretty nice because kids nowadays don't like to get their hands dirty. So
Harley used to be that way when she was little, but we worked through the texture issues, and now she dives right in. So
in other countries they're red.
They dig up bugs. They get worms. Because I'm like, if you're gonna
put them on the porch for you to take a look at.
Oh yes,
they catch rabbits and snakes and.
Well, that would be the cats, but yes, they all do. They bring me gifts. Look what we caught. Okay. All right. Okay, so like I said, tons of pictures. I have your alls and I have mine. Where would you like to start? Some of these are quite controversial, so of course, everyone use your discernment. We are well aware about AI and photoshopping, and we're going to let Spirit answer whether they're legit, we can debunk them, or they're really real. So
I've always found that it's always best to start at the beginning.
Okay, in the beginning, Adam.
Okay, Adam.
He just wants to start out with a story about him. That's what it is. Okay.
Before Adam, there were fossils.
Oh, goodness.
Well, okay, so I can tell you that, like you said, you were studying Mud Fossils University. So that was actually one of the first ones that I went to. Mm-hmm. And they talked about the giant apes, 10-foot tall, Homo sapiens in South Africa, about 5,000 years old. So is that, yeah. And what I thought I enjoyed was they had fossils of dragons, unicorns, and giants in another.
Oh my.
Oh my! We go in Star Trek right now. Oh my! The thing that I found interesting was they said that dragons and unicorns were referenced in the Bible. I don't know if you guys saw that, but in Deuteronomy 33:32,
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah 34:13 talked about dragons,
Mm-hmm.
and Psalm 91:11 and Isaiah 34 talked about unicorns.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was very interesting.
And of course, man has come along and made their own interpretations of what that means.
Mm-hmm.
That it really just means that they proved that there were dinosaurs way before us. And I'm like, well, that's interesting. I thought the dinosaurs weren't discovered until the 1800s. But let's just take it with a grain of salt because we know that our scriptures have been altered. But I do believe there is still truth there, and we need to use our discernment.
Mm-hmm.
So, now, another term that we can use for a lot of these pictures that you're going to see today is the word Titan.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, really giants, you can look at it, they're all different shapes and sizes, but some of them you can consider them Titans. It's like King Kong and Godzilla kind of thing.
Well, did you guys look under, there was a Mud Fossils on Earth documentary, Josh Stone is the YouTube channel.
Mm.
And what he said were rocks, mountains, and terrains are petrified remains of extremely advanced civilizations of giants, dragons, and other creatures. And why are they teaching mythology in school? Are they actually teaching them truth?
Right. Their sneaky way of teaching the truth.
Yeah, truth. Yep, exactly.
So
wow.
You look
Titan
at
number one.
Titan number one. So if
MF for number one.
MF1.
It is. This is MF3 actually, but yeah. If you just look at the face, and of course they're not all going to look like us. So can you imagine the size? I do not have dimensions on this, but
No,
obviously mountain.
Yeah, it's obviously over 10 feet.
All right. Could we check if this was also graphically altered, or how would we?
We could do that with all of them, or most of them, but some are, I would assume, are the ones that look like they're almost perfect.
Yeah,
probably either photoshopped or carved.
Yeah. But this obviously looks like it's just natural. Maybe the altering, if there was, it looks like it may be in the facial features. The rest of it looks pretty natural.
I'm trying to bite my tongue, but I don't want to.
Trying to what?
Bite my tongue.
Oh, okay.
But there's no Brazilian there.
So we're going there. Okay.
I tried figuring how can I say that in a good way.
All
right.
Visit the spa.
Carnival.
Not a lot of sleep. I'll tell you that. How's that?
I didn't have enough.
Now
you got my mind wandering.
That's a dangerous thing.
This says, yes, it is all natural. It has happened over time.
Nice.
But once again, this is going to disappoint a lot of people because they want to assume that it's just a coinkydink.
Coinkydink.
Yeah. Maybe that's why they have some
no such thing.
Modified.
I agree. No such thing. The base card is quite interesting because it says there's a whole family. This is generational. There's a lot of these.
Okay.
So
I was trying to find the one Cyclops one, but I couldn't find it. It was inside a cave.
Interesting.
You do a lot of traveling.
Okay. Let's get this one out of the way because this is the one that I didn't have that you sent me that I thought was Quite
Yeah.
interesting. Let's
Yeah.
do this one.
It looks almost too perfect, but
yeah. Well, we know he's perfect, but
yes.
But carving wise, this,
Oh, wow.
it looks as if man did this and nature has just grown over it, or they sculpted it for the vegetation to come out of the crown of thorns or something
Right.
like that.
Yeah,
That's
that
what I
looks
was wondering about that.
very sculpted.
Yeah. With the smooth texture of it, it almost seems
Too
man-made.
Mhm.
But let's ask Divine Spirit if this is man-made or natural.
Yeah, I'm getting man-made.
Yeah.
It could have been. I'm getting that it may be a statue that once stood and fell.
Yeah, I believe that would make it man-made.
Yeah, it's man-made. It's man-made. Someone with a lot of money made this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We were quite disappointed, but yeah, this one. So this was sculpted. Yeah, sculpted. 2 aces on that one. Absolutely, they carved that out.
2 aces or 2 stars?
Two aces. So look at this sword and look at the water. So it's like water pressure carving.
Yeah. Chiseling.
Could very well be, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So ixnay on Yeshua yay. Okay.
Yeah.
I say yay.
I don't know if he'd appreciate that. Ixnaying all over him.
All right. Kathy's going to go take a nap. We've done bored her to death. Okay. That's all right. Okay.
Oh, wow. This is really crazy. Okay.
Okay, where to next? So obviously we know that a lot of archaeologists have been finding these things. Some are just catching them in nature and going, what is that? Or aerial views. Now that we have these fancy drones and Google Earth, we can actually look down on them. And it could be someone's individual perception, but they seem to be becoming more popular as a topic. I think people's eyes, the scales are being removed and they're like, wait a minute, there's way too many of these. If it was just one, we could probably dismiss it as some weird natural formation, but there's too many. So where do you guys want to go with it next?
Well, I went into studying giants in Akron, Ohio. Someone wants to come in. And they were talking about all these fossils, dragons, reptilians, as you're walking through nature parks. And what they said was the organizations have been writing little messages. You know how they have those information next to a fossil or whatever, just to lie about what that actually is. So they were saying that some of them even had totem poles, but those were explaining how tall the giants Indians were at that time.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So if you guys want to go through that while I go get little guy, I'll be right back.
I don't think he's little.
He's not little.
He ain't little.
All right, I'm hunting pictures.
Oh, hunting wabbit.
Not pictures, but questions here. I got pictures on the brain.
I'm a hunting wabbit.
I think that's a question that Moon put in there about the unicorn. Someone's trying to dismiss it as a rhino.
Really?
Wow, flying rhinos.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah, rhinos have 2 horns. They have a little one and they have a longer one.
well, the rhino horn is on the snout and the unicorn one is on the forehead.
That's right. Hi, do you want to come in?
I was gonna say hi.
I told him you were oozing.
Hi, Oozer.
Hey, Oozer.
That's your nickname.
How is everybody?
We're
How
doing
you
good.
doing?
How are you doing?
I'm all right.
How's the therapy going?
Painful.
Yeah, it is. It is. Once you get used to it.
No, I'm just turning that off.
You can wave now. No, wave. He has to. Okay,
There
see.
you go. Yeah. Did they
Oh,
have
you
you
can do it.
squeezing?
Yeah, I still haven't got all the feeling back in my finger yet.
Probably be lucky.
Okay. But it's getting there. I mean, I can a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be all right. I'll be turning the wrench here for you.
You'll be what?
Turning a wrench before you know it.
Left-handed. Nice.
Well, just put in some sandbags and you can start.
He drove down to work yesterday just to see the boys because he missed them.
Oh, that's sweet. I bet you enjoyed that.
I don't know. I was busy doing something. I don't know. Okay.
right. They also had a King Kong fossil. I think I sent it to you. I'm not sure.
I
if
saw
did.
that one. Yeah.
There
in
was
Thailand. It looked like.
Yeah, well, this one is in Ohio. It looks like a giant ape.
Let me see
let me
what
go back.
you are.
So what I did was I was trying to, like, if I was looking at some videos, I would put like who it was just in case anybody wants to go through referencing it. But the giant apes stood like 10 feet tall.
King Kong.
King Kong.
Okay.
I think he was bigger than 8 foot though.
Well, that one probably.
Do you think this is where they get the idea for Skull Island for the Kong movie?
Oh, yeah. Wow. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Now with that, it's awful smooth. Also, I'm wondering if that is also a man-made. I don't know.
all right, we can check it. Look at the nose.
I think the one reasoning we could use for smooth, if there's a lot of water around the area, that'll smooth it out. But
And wind erosion, yeah.
yeah.
They also mentioned that if you see like small rocks or it's basically bone or teeth.
Mm-hmm.
I am getting this as partial.
A partial skull.
It's partially man-made and partially nature.
Well,
I think it probably started out nature, and then man decided to make it look like this.
King is correct. Yes. It's a little bit of both. Okay. So this is a contract. So man, there you go. Adam helped with this one. But this also tells me this is a young fossil that they were. So look at it like during an archaeological dig, they kind of took some liberties. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So they molded the mind.
Mm.
Hold on. Schneider, please.
This is what I look like when I first get up in the morning.
Is it?
Splitting headache.
That was me when I had my abscess. Sloth from the Goonies. Half your
Oh,
face is
Oh,
way up here. Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, you could show some more pictures.
Baby Ruth.
I want to ask the question of: was it a direct energy weapon that caused them to be fossilized? And on that note, I'm going to take myself off the camera.
Thank you.
You're in trouble. I heard it.
All right, so we'll ask, and while I'm pulling cards on if it's direct energy weapon, I'm going to bring this one up. And King, since you're the one that sent this, I'll let you explain where this is supposed to be.
This is supposedly a photo from above of the sleeping lady in Alaska mountain range. Some think it's sculpture, some think it's actually natural.
I thought it could just be where the snow is covering certain areas, but it almost looks like she has a tail. Do you see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. How it could be her other leg coming down.
It could, yeah. It's just kind of hard to tell. Let's see.
Yeah, I just don't want to get obscene with this.
That kind of actually looks like me sleeping, but I do know that I did look into that.
How many years ago?
I just got up like that. It was amazing. But there is not a sculpture, but he is a photographer, and I heard that he manipulated these pictures to look like that.
Could very well be. It looks a little bit too perfect to me.
No, but I'm going to see if I find his name because I did look into that one.
Okay. I did pull on direct energy weapon.
Okay.
That's not exactly what it's called. You're onto something, but it's not exactly what it's called.
Some sort of weapon.
This was a global event.
Okay.
So it was used on the whole planet, but it's not quite like the way we're thinking direct energy weapon with their little lasers and all that. It's not quite that. This is a global thing.
Yeah, it was to cause a cataclysm. So
An oversized Medusa head.
This is now somebody was cleaning up. Now I'm going to ask if Creator did this because this is to get justice, to find a rebalance for the planet, to end it all once and for all. So was there another event that was not the flood?
So would you consider these giants or titans Nephilims?
Well, Nephilim even had children.
Yes, they did.
I forget what they were called. It started with a G, I think, and they were giants as well.
I was going to say,
and that's where we get Goliath because he was the child of a Nephilim creation, I believe.
Yeah. So was it to eliminate all of them from the planet, from the earth? Let's see what I sent you, Jen. Let me see.
I know there was a cataclysm type event before the flood, but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
I know the Native Americans have told it in one of their stories.
Yeah, so this is an event. I think I agree with you that it is something outside of the flood. This is a justice to reverse because apparently it was really bad even before a Creator stepped in.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm getting off-world feeling that this came from off-worlders that did this because it was getting out of control. They needed to reset for generations. Basically, what happened is they put them all in limbo. They didn't even have a chance to move. And that's why you get a lot of these, they're just kind of frozen in place. It had to have happened in milliseconds.
Okay, so when you look at the Anunnaki stories before they left, they did have this giant cataclysmic event that happened. And I wonder if that's when they fossilized.
Well, not all.
Yeah, some were in Middle Earth or underground or
right.
so. But
right.
I wonder if
that would have happened after the flood, I would think. I don't know if the giants were here before Adam.
I would have been friends with them. I would have been like, can I stand on your head?
Yeah, they were. Interesting. We have some repeat cards in here. This is before Adam and Eve, but after Adam and Eve too. So it's both. So before and after
right.
Adam and Eve. And they were all over. A lot of repeat cards. So they were global. I'm still working on, I'm going to do the Nephilim, if they're related to Nephilim, or are we talking off-world species?
Oh, that's good question. And we're like Family Feud. Good question.
Big money, big money. King's gonna do his Hercules.
Nope. Just go through the motions. Everybody knows what it is.
Hercules. What's your Hercules?
You couldn't help it, could you?
I had to see it again because there's a delay.
Wow. Okay. All right. So we have a combination here. It looks like there was a battle because some of them are off-world, some are spiritual beyond the veil. So you have both, okay? Which I think off-world is beyond the veil because we can't see where they come from either. Mm-hmm. Here's the thing. There's a battle going on. Who's going to win? Because the towers, this is a struggle, basically. A lot of these that we're seeing today are actually trustworthy and positive. That's a good positive card because wands are about being trustworthy.
But we're talking about giants who are here
Some
today.
of these titans are positive, okay. But you also have a mixture of Nephilim. So it looks like the spiritual evil downfall, the Nephilim are battling the good titans and the guardians of Gaia, I guess you could call them. Mm-hmm. So maybe there was a clash there.
God, there's no wonder I'm so dang tired all the time.
I know.
Clash of the Titans. There you go. Clash of the Titans.
The base card is Gaia. So it's actually a struggle. This is being hoodwinked and trapped in order to entrap them into Gaia. But this was a long war. But then again, if this is a global event that had to happen in milliseconds, who has the power to do that to a whole planet?
Well, that's why the Anunnakis, they left. But also, I believe Billy Carson said because of the races were all in different colors, maybe different sizes, and each Anunnaki owned certain mm-hmm. of them. I wonder if that was the war to eliminate most of them.
Or it could be the war between Atlantis and Lemuria.
Oh.
So would you say Lemuria were giants?
No, I think Lemuria were more spiritual, probably giants, as far as maybe 8 to 10 foot. But there are giants that were towered over those, and those may have been from Atlantis.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think we looked into once before that Atlantis was kind of a melting pot. They had all different types of. But Lemurians kind of stuck to their own little world because, like you said, they're more spiritual. They weren't into the techie stuff, I guess you could say.
Okay, I'm going to send you something, Jen. Was it that, I know it's not a real great picture, but was it the Nephilims that had 6 digits?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So this is.
I am getting that the Anunnaki were giants.
They were giants. I wish my son was here because he would be the one to give me names of movies. There was a movie where they went off another planet to look for their gods, and they were giants.
Well, the history that I'm aware of is that the Anunnaki, their planet's atmosphere, the atmosphere was so bad, and the only thing that they could cleanse it with was gold.
Yes. Yes.
So they came here to inhabit our planet.
And take our gold.
But that's how they made humans to be the slaves of it. They enslaved them with it. All right. Do you see that print on the? Did you get it?
I got it. You're MF 14.
Move fossil 14. Move fossil.
Move fossil. My son, some fossil.
You Mufasa.
Know who you are. Well, okay, so we were talking about these petrified prints and all that stuff. Trees. So that's why I thought of it as a cataclysmic events, because even they have, like the Devil's Tower. Could that have been a giant tree?
It is a giant tree. We already discussed that a year ago.
Yeah. Yep.
A year ago. Where was it? Where was I?
Well, you weren't there. Well, I think, or was it 2 years ago? I don't know. With Katrina, or with not Katrina, with Kristen.
Oh, okay.
When we basically first started out, we started doing a little bit of the petrified or devil's whatever they called it.
Tower.
Yeah, but it looked too similar to a tree trunk to me. And then I started researching it, and the Native Americans that are around that area called it a tree, the sacred tree or something.
So, Nadia, are you saying that this is a print from a Nephilim, or to me it looks like a seashell?
It looks like a seashell, but I was looking at like at the bottom where it looks like the hand with the veins. That's what I was looking at, and I'm like 6 digits. I mean, it could have been knuckles, but
that's true.
I counted that. Well, see, if you see the one on the how do I say it? All the way to your left, it looks like a thumb. It looks like a thumb.
Okay.
The way it's pushed in. Yeah. Well, that's
all righty then.
What made me figure out if it was a Nephilim.
I think it's a fossil of a fan.
Ooh, one of your biggest fans.
Well, I'm going to pull a Vippy here.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
2 Vippies. Got it.
Okay. Now, what you're about to see is what archaeologists, museum people are claiming is a dinosaur track.
Okay.
But my question is,
what is it?
Is it actually the feet print of a Draco?
Okay. I've never met a Draco.
I don't either, but if the lizard people. So
I don't know. I mean, that almost looks like bird tracks, but
well, I think if it were a bird track, you would see something like at the very bottom, like a circular,
like a
thing
talon.
hold them up.
To talon. I don't know.
Yeah, kind of like that, but it's like a heel.
Asking, is this lizard footprints? That's what we're asking, right?
Yeah, there's one that looks like it has talons.
That looks more reptilian to me.
Yeah, that's more reptilian. But I got a very, very, very soft yes on that other one if it was a reptilian. But on that note, I think birds did derive from reptiles because of the scale legs.
Wow.
I put that in a question because that's an interesting question.
This is reptilian, but it's absolutely warrior. So these are their warrior feet prints here.
This one, you mean? That you got up?
The previous one.
The other one, okay.
Yeah, the other one.
Yeah, they were standing at attention.
Yeah.
Was it now?
The feet were together.
Apparently, the powers that be that think they're so fancy are trying to convince us and keep us distracted. Well, this is just a dinosaur.
Okay, so if we're going to talk about catastrophic, we talked about the giant trees. Do we want to go to the Himalayan salts?
Well, you just want to, don't you?
I do, because it's tasty. It does have a different taste, and our body is made out of water and salts. But
yes,
they did mention that these Himalayan salts came from. There he goes! Wow, you crushed a
I
whole.
always wonder why these things don't melt in water. Like
it doesn't?
No.
We should do an experiment. You have
I've already used it twice now, and it hasn't melted in a week.
Maybe because it's rock.
Or bone.
Bone.
I'm thinking fossil.
I'm gonna start
Wood
digging up
fossil.
bones. Okay.
Yeah, but that's interesting. But they said that those were like organs, especially the lungs of these fossilized titans.
Mhm. Right.
Well, you want to show some of the pictures of what we sent for you? Because the other two
I
questions.
think that's what she's been doing, hasn't it?
Well, no. Well, yes and no.
Do you have a
Well,
particular
yes, no,
MF
what?
you want?
Well, MF Titan, like what the mountains look like if you look at it sideways. I don't know if you got those pictures, but I do have.
Yeah, she does. I sent some.
I got them.
Deb says we glitched. We froze, all of us. I think it was the Himalayan.
I think the chat glitched.
Oh, is that what? No, I think it was.
I haven't seen anybody here freeze up.
I didn't see it either, but funny thing is you pulled the salt and maybe all the negatives ran away. Salt!
Okay, Nadia, while I go picture hunting and get them sorted, I want you to explain this one because you sent this one to me.
Okay. Oh, well, you got to zoom it. But all right, this is in Tehran, Iran. And if you notice it, they're all like a bunch of people. It looked like it was a group, a colony. Some are even facing backwards. I don't know if I got that one picture, darn. But there were some facing, oh yeah, at the top. They're facing like they're shielding themselves. We lost it. Schneider.
Hold on. I can pop it back up there.
Kind of like Pompeo.
That's exactly what I was thinking of, Pompeo. It is Pompeo. You were right. Don't overthink it. Pompano.
That's my basic problem in school. You're overthinking. Boy, he's a deep thinker.
Yeah.
Well, if it's the case that, they tell us dinosaurs were killed by a comet or meteor or whatever, is it possible that these titans lived with them and that's what, like, they were burned and petrified instantly, like you said, Pompeo, kind of like a volcanic event?
Well, that's what I was seeing. But I've been very fortunate. I did travel in the Middle East, and there was a road that my husband explained that these formations were actually people going on a what do they call it? Caravan to a wedding. I mean, that's the story. It's amazing that he told me the story. But what happened is he said they were punished, but they all froze in those positions. So they were like hunched over, but you can actually see because he did say they were giants.
Interesting.
Also, I'm bringing back from the beginning when we started doing the roundtable. I also want to know if that was also Lot's wife who was fossilized.
Oh, yeah, I remember when you asked that before.
Yeah.
I have lost MF6. Hold on.
MF6 is AOL.
There's MF6. All right.
Is that the one of Iran?
Yeah, I'm trying to bring it back up here because I didn't mean to click on it, taking it off.
Yeah. I know. I'm like, oh, the Iran, there it goes. Schneider, Mom.
It is quite interesting that now, just to play devil's advocate, it could be a bunch of termite mountain hills. Have you ever seen those giant termite mounds?
All right, look at the white car, not the pickup truck, but the white car. Go right above it. It looks like a guy his back is facing us.
Yeah.
It has head and arm. And I think I must have took this picture too quick because there were a bunch of them there.
Kind of looks like he's kneeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like he knows something's coming and he's trying to protect his face, or what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I snapped this picture a little too late, but there was a bunch of them all facing towards the rock.
It's interesting on the extreme far left. I don't know if you can see the mouse here.
There's
But
a mouse.
yeah, it shows up on mine, but I don't know if you guys can see the mouse moving. But
Oh,
on the extreme left, almost all halfway down, it looks like this
turtle.
turtle or worm thing coming out, like its mouth is open.
Yeah, I think
Tremors.
it's shit.
That's what I read. That's what I thought of. I said, it's tremors all over again. Don't be bouncing on your pogo stick today, okay?
No, it looks like a turtle's head coming out. You see
Yeah.
the eyes and you see his mouth. That's pretty cool.
I can hear him saying, "Help me!
No,
Help me!"
that's their pet turtle trying to run away very slowly. But yeah, there's that. You know what? I took the wrong.
There's
thing.
that white hand that keeps moving around on the screen. I
Yeah.
don't know.
This almost looks like a snarling dog.
Which one?
This in the dead center above the white truck. It almost
Okay.
looks like a snarling dog, but my imagination could make it whatever I want. I know that. But
Snuffleupagus above that. But if you go a little to the left, you'll see a person looking up with their mouth open.
this
So
one,
if you go to the yeah, I think that's the one. It's
wow.
really hard for me to see it on this.
Yeah, I need to start getting a pair of binoculars or something.
No, I need a brightness on this one. That's why I'm on my iPad looking.
If I
But
blow
yeah,
it up, it gets blurry. But yeah, it's quite whatever it is. If that's what it is, this is a massive group of people and animals and everything else. So
Yeah, it's like a village.
yeah. Well, King's leaning back in his chair. That
Yeah,
means
it's a village people.
really, yeah, village people. That's what it is.
Yeah, one kid said, "Hey guys, let's look at the sun," and then they all froze at that place. Schneider's not happy. I have
Schneider's not happy.
Schneider. Come here.
Now, this is another interesting one because they made a movie out of it. So this would be one to ask if it's real. Is your never-ending story?
Oh yeah, isn't that cool?
Y'all
I want
remember
to
this
know if
movie?
that is true, Jen. I want to know if that never-ending story dog, if it was true.
Yeah.
Well, should we first say is that
Are you still
Yep.
starring questions, by the way?
I was, yes. Am I missing
I-
some?
Yeah, you're missing a few.
Okay, I'll hold them. Well, that would be the perfect title to our life. This is a never-ending story.
you're not kidding, especially with
Finding truth.
Yeah, well, I've replaced the can from the middle of the road to a keg. At least that way, when they get done, we can have a party.
a stick of dynamite.
Yes, and including the child in the story, not just the fossil, but the child as well.
Wow. Well, actually,
Interesting.
if you really want to know, that movie, The Never-Ending Story, is that child manifesting. It's us manifesting.
Yeah.
Wasn't he the one that can change the end of the story?
Yeah, it's the divine message of you get victory, you win. That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
So stop kicking the can, King.
We're gonna have
Hey, not my fault.
to. He's
they
kicking
keep
me under
this-
the desk.
All I can say is this movie is about done. It's over. I mean, it's too long.
Well, now you have to kick it back.
Yeah, I'll hurt my toes.
Yeah. All right. And then let's see if there's one more question since we were talking about the cataclysmic event.
Are you pulling another Vippy?
I've been pulling Vippies subliminally. All right. Here we go. Jen, we mentioned this a very long time ago, you and I.
Okay.
But the statue of David
Oh
is that
yes.
fossilized person. Because if you see how let's try it again. Can't say it. I only did that.
Wait,
Because-
hold the space.
Intricate.
Intricate. I just turned in, and then the rest went blank. We talked about the veins, the muscle, every little part. So was David actually a person frozen there?
It's actually
We assume that it's
wax figures.
Not wax, no.
Well, we discussed that too, but it's porcelain, isn't it?
I think it's marble.
Marble. They here's the answer to the first thing that we got a while back, that it was a real human being. But the question is it actually David?
No, I don't think it was, but I know it was a real human being, and that's a giant statue, isn't it? It's not our size. It's I've never seen it in real life, but is it taller than what an average person is right now? The
Like
statue.
what? Taller than, say, 7 foot?
So scaled to our size, a normal 6 foot something man, or is it bigger? I think it's more than 7 foot tall, isn't it? I think.
Okay, I'm checking it out right now. I'm doing the Google.
I know why she's checking it out.
It was a cold day, King.
Yes, it was. I'll be right back. I'm not sure I want to hear the end of this.
I won't measure that. I just want to see. Statue, David.
This is quite interesting of who owns it. Now, of course, they're going to say Da Vinci, right? Isn't he the one, the sculptor?
Yeah.
This belonged to the monarchy, the Lizard Queen, and the Vatican. So they're in cahoots over this. So it's not what you think it is. So we've established that it is a real, that they've petrified or whatever they did to, what's the term I'm looking for? Preserve.
Oh, intricate.
Preserve this body. But this says that this is an off-worlder because the star card is here.
He's about him himself. The David is 17 feet.
Wow. Well, it says off-worlder that the Vatican and the monarchy got together and said it's David, but it's not. It says it's an off-worlder. So.
Well, 17 feet is pretty big, pretty tall.
Yes. I thought I was tall. And apparently Peg's freaked out by tall people, so I can't ever meet her in person. So.
Jen stepped into Lilliput.
Shrunk a
the
little.
base of it is 7 feet 6. Yeah, I know. So have I. But the base of the pedestal is 7 feet 6 inches. But him himself is 17 feet tall.
Wow.
Wow,
that's fascinating.
Pretty huge.
That's huge.
It's a huge. All right.
I'm going to pick a couple of more, and then we'll get ready to get some of these questions.
Can we show the island in Brazil? Is that MFR 360?
That I want, because we brought this up, I want to bring this up. And if you look at it, I'll blow it up as much as I can. This is Devil's Tower.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. You tell me that's not a tree.
Yeah.
And that's just one. And
that's a unicorn's horn.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay.
Well, I'm trying to remember who it was.
Doesn't look like David.
It's not Charlie Ward. It's the other Charlie.
Kirk.
Is it? That's his name.
There's a lot of Charlies. So Kirk, Ward.
He's in Costa Rica.
Sheen.
And the chocolate factory.
Yeah, I think it's Charlie.
Well, that's Willie.
Well, Charlie was the boy who won the golden ticket. Anyway, he was saying that most of these things that you are seeing are their phalluses.
So, yeah, I've heard that too.
But I did try studying it late last night.
Yeah, You tried,
Right.
but she kept straying. I don't know.
I went through every nook and cranny.
Yes, you did.
They did have one that was the woman's entrance.
Yep,
Yeah,
there's one.
Now, obviously, this picture's turn it sideways, so to speak. So that's the way it looks if you're standing on the beach. And
you're sideways on the beach. Charlie Freak. Thank you, guys.
Yes,
Charlie Freak. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's. Where did you say this one was? I don't remember.
Did I give this one?
I think it was in Thailand.
Thailand, yeah.
It almost looks Thailandish, the face.
Mm.
That's so cool. Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think that one is man-made. I think that
Nope,
one
but
is
we
actually
can-
natural.
Let's see.
Peg said to you, just bring oxygen, Jen.
Okay. Someone be there to catch her.
Now she's thinking you're so tall you'll have a nosebleed or something.
The first time I met JoJo in person, I stayed down on the ground and she stood up on the porch, so we'd be eye level.
I remember that. That was funny.
Yeah, I'm getting natural.
Like that.
This is all natural out of Gaia.
Nice.
She lays in Gaia. She's now a part of Gaia, if that makes sense.
All right, pulling a Vippy.
She's Gaia's warrior.
Hmm.
Well, my Vippy is. Did you remember that Disney or Pixar video? I Lava You.
Yeah.
Was that to show truth of these fossilized people?
Some truth. More to it.
Nice.
I think man probably embellished the story, but the story is true, is what I'm getting.
I think you should have that as a job, like be the beginning of a story. Man embellished story, but the story of the hair.
They really do work hard about revealing it, but they're careful.
Yes.
There's a lot of it that leaves you wondering and brings you anxiety because it does. It makes your frequency go nuts when you're like, I wonder if that's true. And it brings anxiety for people that can't get answers.
Yeah.
And here's the death card. But slowly it's changing and we'll be celebrating because we're learning on our own. We don't trust anybody anymore. Yep. Did you know you're not supposed to trust the government?
What? You mean yesterday's verdict could be wrong?
Oh, speaking of, everyone in the chat room, do not let that bother you. Enjoy.
No. That's part of the movie.
I'm so laughing. My dad's like, yes. And I go,
it's part of the script.
I go,
it is part of the movie. Just enjoy. So because they're trying to get loose out of you, they want to rise you up to where you go to the streets and do all that. No, sit back and do what I did. Laugh. I'll go, okay, what's next?
Yeah.
I know. I did too. I laughed yesterday. I said, wait, isn't this federal case? Yeah. And they have jury duty?
Yeah. How tall am I? I've lost a couple inches. I'm 5'10" now, but I was 6 foot tall.
I was 7 foot. I've lost a lot. I'm back down.
In which lifetime?
When I lay down, I could be 7.
Every lifetime I've had, I kept getting a little bit lower.
Oh, okay.
And shorter lifespan.
Hey, that would be a good question.
What?
How tall was Adam at the beginning?
In the beginning.
Was he a giant or was he not?
He was not.
Be a good question.
But
was he taller than
7 foot?
7 foot.
Okay. Oh, he was for sure, 100%. But we will check.
Was I taller than 7 foot at one
Was
time?
King
You were
taller?
there. Didn't Eve take a measuring stick? Oh, that was to your head.
Well, she did, but that's not what she was measuring.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Was she
She was
one-handed?
measuring my head.
Was she one-handed? She said she caught it. It was this big. Okay, was Adam taller than 7? The original Adam.
Wow. Any concepts that we have of Adam, we need to walk away from because it's all crap. Okay.
Adam's
All
crap.
right. Interesting.
What was that? What was that card?
Crap. It was the crap card.
I have a bunch of 8s in this reading. I'm getting more than 8 feet.
Yeah, I was getting 8. Yeah.
I think he was bigger. He was taller than that.
Wow. If anybody, I'm going to put up the name of an author here. If you want more information, you can go and look. But this is Paul Amaducci, and he has a lot of different books. This obviously looks like a panther, could be Lyran, but he has a lot of different books and information out there if you ever want to study this a little further.
There was another one. Anatole something. I didn't write his name down. I should have.
Yes, you should.
I should have, because I really depend on my memory lately. Not a good thing. Not a good thing.
Peg said, "Oh, did he have a belly button? What?
Did Adam have a
famous belly button?
I don't know. I don't know who she's referring to.
Adam?
Are you sure?
If Adam had a belly button, he came from a human. If he did not have a belly button, he was made.
Oh,
but if Adam had an Audi,
well, okay, Adam has an Audi. Yes.
Okay, so
Buddha.
No, actually, there was a guy. He was laying down, but that is actually a real island in Brazil.
And the one in the foreground, you mean?
The background.
Oh.
That was a shadow. No, it's actually a real island. They call it the Pregnant Lady Island. So is that real?
Well, we're not going to go up there and stand on it like Buddha belly and rub it for good luck. Stay away from that island.
Stay away. What if it's the Wonder Woman Island of women?
Amazon, you mean?
Amazon. Well, Brazil.
The Amazon.
Is that, Jen, is that a real fossil? Is that fossilized woman?
Okay, so
I don't think the
mountain range in the back. Obviously, I'm assuming the dude is real, but the mountain range. Okay.
The dude is real. It's not even graphically enhanced. Trunk passed out island, yeah.
I'm getting man-made.
Really?
Yeah. I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's man-made. It's man-made. They strategically created it that way for tourists to come and look at it. Yeah.
Wow, that's a cool thing. I took that gave that picture out there. Well, I'm going to go to Brazil, and I'm going to tell them that was a lie.
Liar.
Liar.
All right, guys, let's pause questions because we've already gone an hour, and I have 18 questions up here. Start.
Is that all?
Should we pause?
So let's.
Well, while you're doing that, let me finish my coffee page questions.
No more questions.
Okay.
S'il vous plaît.
All right. So today's show is basically just to get you thinking.
Yep.
It's quite interesting. We can't debunk nor prove anything. We just something to make you think. All right.
Something that just makes you go,
Okay. Moon has the first one here. She says, "Hi, Nadia. I brought up the unicorn to be in the Bible. He told me it was a rhino. I just walked away believing it to be a unicorn. One, was the Bible talking about it a rhino or actual unicorn?" All right. So the one that's mentioned in the Bible, is it? I need to pick one. Is it a unicorn?
Mm-hmm.
I talk so much I can hardly get.
I'm getting actual unicorn.
Yeah. And of course, I love the fact that Spirit always explains it in story form. So they do this to cause controversy. So you'll have inner conflict going back and forth. This is the information they give you to do it. But in all actuality, they were talking about the unicorn. This is a great celebration, beautiful thing. But the unicorn could not live here any longer. Okay, so it's taken off the surface.
It went underground.
Yes.
Middle Earth, yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So they wrapped up. They were too vulnerable for the surface, so they wrapped up their business here, and then that's a beautiful card to represent it. They're too vulnerable. The Knight of Cups is vulnerability. So
I'm getting it's like the rhinos now on the surface where they've got poachers going for the horns.
Yeah.
And that's what the unicorns were in danger of, because they were going for the horns as well.
Wonder what the horns made out of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Milk and honey.
Marcy has the next one. I seen two owls at the same time the other evening. Is there a message, please, and thanks to all? Okay.
Who?
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 Oh, there were two of them. Who?
Back and forth. Who?
Katrina says not even a Vippy question. Does Katrina have a Vippy card? Down at the bottom.
Not even a Vippy. You want a Vippy question?
We can give Katrina a Vippy question
You
later.
want us to make an exception?
Depends on the question.
We're going to start having an auction. There's one Vippy question card to be given away today, going to the highest bidder.
That would be really good. Send a coffee and we'll get you a Vippy.
Oh, okay. So, Marcy, you need to keep moving forward. It may feel like you're kind of stuck in limbo right now. You're really tired and worn out, but you really need to stand up for yourself and keep pushing forward. Okay. The Chariot comes in. It says overcoming adversity, but it's movement. Keep moving forward. All right. It feels like you're stuck and you're tired of being stuck, but this is for you to learn to stand your ground, know your divinity, and keep moving forward. All right. So the Two of Wands is 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You've got a decision to make. Do you want to stay where you're at, or do you want to keep driving forward? The choice is yours, but they want you to know how important and divine you are, that you're worth moving forward. Okay. Don't let this world bring you down. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, I got download was just like the owl. It may seem dark, but look through the darkness. There is light.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Miss Charlotte has the next one. I have a butterfly landing in front of me on the table. I told him if I asked a question about a message, will you leave? You will leave. Okay. I would like a reading, please. All right.
A reading on what on the message or on the butterfly?
The butterfly's message, I reckon.
You reckon?
I reckon.
I reckon.
I'm assuming.
Well, around here we don't reckon.
I reckon.
I'm a wrecking ball. Okay.
Mm. I gotta write it. I gotta learn to write again. Because after your show, King, I had so many questions, and I'm going, why did I not ask those questions?
I know. I keep telling you, you got to write the question. This is what I do during the week when I'm not on, and before Jen's show is I start. When something pops in my mind, I'll write it down, and
Yeah.
then I'll put it on her buy me a coffee page.
Yeah. And then he has a whole separate notebook for our private meeting.
Yeah, this is my question book.
Oh, wow. A lot of questions. Look how far he is.
We've got a reading coming up. I'm going to have to take a nap first. Okay. All right, Charlotte. So the butterfly is getting in tune. You're getting in control of your emotions now. Things don't set you off the way they used to. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune. Things are reversing for you. So if there's been negativity with you, now that you're controlling your emotions and leaning more on your faith, Hierophant's well aspected right here. So you're leaning more on your faith instead of your own emotions that can lie to you. Okay. So the Three of Pentacles is seeking further help in the community. That's a positive thing. So that could mean us. It could mean a lawyer, because I know some of your personal stuff right now, to keep pursuing what you're doing. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
You're doing great, though. That's the butterfly. Yep.
You're not letting this is the Lover's card. You're not letting that upset you anymore. You've got a grasp on those emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So baby has the next one. Was there a message from the deer my husband almost hit last night on the way home? Yeah, watch it next time. Oh, I'm walking here. Okay.
What's the matter, you?
Yeah.
It's an Italian deer.
I finished them questions. Each of you get one.
Schneider says you're not done yet.
Schneider, you want a question? Wow. I don't know it's slow down, enjoy life. It's like slow down and look at what you can see. Slow down, you move too fast. You got to let
it really is. This is the worker bee card. This is what you need to work on. Nostalgia, childhood memories, things that make you smile, bring good energy to you. This is slow down. The Temperance is actually letting you know to be patient with yourself. Stop rushing things. Enjoy, be in the moment. Remember the good, happy things, and limit yourself of how fast you go. The Chariot is overcoming adversities, but you don't have to go that fast. Okay, be in the moment. We're always in a hurry to check the next box and move on to the next thing. Be in the moment. Enjoy it. Slow down a little bit. Okie dokie. Marcy has the next one. I heard there's an island that has these larger animals on them. Is it true?
It's called Jurassic Park.
Oh, man. I'm going to pull cards on this, but I'm thinking that this is beyond the ice wall.
Okay.
And the lands that are out there beyond the fake South Pole,
So now I'm looking for a good steak.
Let's ask the cards.
Well, I guess we are not in a duality universe then if we don't have a South Pole to be the opposite of the North.
It's not allowed in my universe.
Just saying.
There is no duality, is there?
Everything on my body's going south. Can I have this one thing to where it does not go south? Okay.
Jen, I would pick one thing on my body not to go south.
Ugh.
South Pole. While you're pulling, Jen, Charlotte has a response about her butterfly landing on her hand.
Uh-huh.
Charlotte, it's beautiful because your frequency is getting high enough that insects, animals, whatever are coming to you. So that's a good thing.
Just don't do this.
All right. I'm my reflexes is.
We've had to get kinder. Now we just.
No.
Love you, love you, love you.
All right. So yes, these are separate from us. This is different density beyond the veil. So we're not allowed to see them. They're heavily guarded because our emotions can't handle that. Okay. But I'm thinking, who's kept them from us? Because we fight over this. This is the devil's work. Okay.
Listen, if that's a giant mosquito, it can stay there.
Well, if you think about those two cards in general, everything the deep state or the negative does, the enemy, is to keep you divided. Why do you think we argue all the time over flat earth, round earth? Everything is divided.
Mm-hmm.
South Pole, North Pole. It's to keep us all the time.
Well, at least you admit it.
Trump, Biden.
I admit we fight about it. That's what I admit. Okay.
Trump, Biden.
Everything is to cause division.
Yeah, it's to cause division, exactly.
The real truth is out there. And yeah, someday we won't have to worry about these meat sacks. All right. Okay, Terry. Was World War I really a war between Tartaria and Kazakhstan?
Ooh.
Okay.
Nice. Interesting.
Worldwide War One?
World War half, 0.5. Kazakhstan, though? I don't see Kazakhstan, but we'll try it. World War One.
It's a wide, wide world.
It's the World Wide Web. More to it, but yeah, I get a yes.
Okay, so this is a fight for land. It's not what we think. World War I, what we know, was to distract us from what was really going on behind the scenes.
Yep.
Okay. But this is over territory. Wheel of Fortune trying to take back land and kick off those who didn't belong.
The land was originally Tartaria, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. And which is Gaia. The Tartarians have a big, huge majority of it. Okay. So they were to get it back. So they were waiting for them to surrender. Wow. There's your 10 of Swords. So yes, but they did have World War I for its reasons, but that was the distraction part. What you saw in the newspapers and things like that, not that we were around at that time, but what we study now.
Well, speak for yourself.
Well, we know you were around.
I'm sorry, John. World War I was supposed to be the Korean War. Is that what it was?
No, World War I was the Ottoman Empire, I believe. Germany and not Hitler, but before it was Otto
Before
something.
right before, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Peg has the next one. Did Lemurian
Germany and Turkey.
Yeah. Did Lemurian destroy Atlantis because they knew technology would be mankind's destruction?
Lemuria. I think Atlantis destroyed itself. Lemuria
I
destroyed.
think there's more to it. There's like a combination. Lemurians were such spiritual people. I don't
Yes,
know.
they were. They wouldn't go to war.
They wouldn't do that because
Everything was harmony. Yeah.
they were anti-war.
Lemuria destroyed.
Yeah, I'm getting they didn't go to war with Atlantis.
No.
But I am getting Atlantis went to war with Lemuria.
Yes. Not all of Atlantis, just the bad ones,
Yeah.
which have been off-worlders. That brought AI. Yeah.
Okay. So Lemuria was about truth and justice and helping humanity or their people, right? Okay. They're about peace. But Atlantis had, at the time, apparently the ruler was a second generation punk, basically, that wanted more power but followed the dark side and wanted to be the emperor of all the lands. Sound familiar? Yeah.
Yeah.
They wanted a
Darth
one
Vader.
government. So, yeah.
There was
So
a
Lemuria poke the bear, Atlantis poke the bear.
so that was Atlantean cabal interference.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Peg, and in doing so destroyed them all. So that was the second part of that. So basically that would answer that Atlantis was, they helped their own demise.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, Deb, did dinosaurs actually exist? Timeline.
I wonder if it
I
was
get a strong yes to dinosaurs existing.
did they exist here or outside of the ice wall?
I never get there was an ice wall. It's
Okay,
I guess
outside-
it's like Jen's South Pole, but every time I ask, I always get a no on ice wall. I don't know why. Timeline.
Yes, they did. They did. Absolutely. They were independent at a time. They were here by themselves.
Mm-hmm. Before man.
Yeah. Well, I think they were they here during Noah's time. That's what I wanted to know.
This is interesting. Nope. They went away. You know how we're told the comet destroyed them, right? They
Yeah.
went away when the off-worlders like the Anunnaki came in.
Okay, so they
went
were
underground.
so more than likely they were on the other side of the ice wall.
Yeah, okay. Whatever you say.
Thank you. Oh, can you teach my husband?
So timeline, they say what, 30 million years? No, we can't even carbon date that far. So, no, I'm not getting that.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see, 7.
I'm getting 13 million.
I have 15 because they're telling me to add.
Well, there you go. We'll
We'll
split
split the difference.
14.
But yeah, I'm adding them together.
14 million.
They're telling me to add it. So,
Oh, okay.
okay. So, according to the math, so it's not 30 million, cut it in half. It's about.
It's before my time.
Believe it or not, right?
Which time? That's the question.
Adam's time.
Okay.
Before my time.
All right. Peg
On
has the
Earth.
next one. So did Lemuria and Atlantis exist in the same timeline, or was Lemuria first destroyed, migrated to Atlantis, and created technology to recreate Lemuria? No.
Two different. It's apples and oranges.
Yeah.
I'm getting,
Lemurians were first.
yeah.
Yes.
And then Atlantis came in from
Yeah.
off-world.
And wanted to control world domination, basically.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Trying to enslave Lemuria.
Yeah.
But it
I
didn't
wonder.
work.
Oh, okay. So if you look at Lemuria, they basically were close to nature, frequency, vibration. I wonder with Atlanteans' technology, did they try to lower their frequency if that was their demise?
Well, Atlanteans they didn't go downhill overnight. I mean, they had beautiful, they lived in harmony for a long, long time. But like when I pulled that card, it was a young punk that came in, next generation leader that wanted more, more, more. You always got the greedy one that's going to come in.
I wonder, do you think it was the lizard people?
The lizard people.
That came
I can pull cards and ask, but remember, we talked about a melting pot of species.
Mm-hmm.
What?
You froze Mufasa.
Blank.
She needs a blanket. So I wonder if
she's glitching.
If the Atlantean leader was influenced by draconian beings.
Yes. Don't say the other word because that's when I glitch.
Lizard people.
I'm trying to do research on Terry wrote Khazarian. I'm not Khazarian, Kazakhstan versus. So I'm trying to look under maps to see if Kazakhstan was really the name or was it Khazarian, but I can't seem to find it. Okay, sorry.
Kazakhstan, I believe, is correct. If I remember correctly.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, Jen.
No, that's okay. Yeah, so what I'm getting is the Draconians actually were trying to enslave the Atlanteans, but this young ruler had a choice to make, like pick a side, any side. So it's almost like there's a duality going on in negotiating.
A power.
That don't enslave my people, let's go over and get the Lemurians, we'll use them as slaves. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay. That's like
that would be
because they would be easily controlled. They
thought I could win victory and rule them and control them because they were passive beings.
They're much like the Polynesians today.
It's almost like every playbook.
Oh yeah,
we've studied. I love
the modern day people get their playbook.
Yep, from the lizard people.
Okay. Brother Roy. Oh, I remember this because he asked yesterday during the show. Okay.
Yep.
Then you didn't have your cards.
I did not. All right, Roy, let's focus a little more on what your life was.
In World War I.
In World War I.
I get soldier. Let's see what you get.
Recent past life. That'd be funny if he was a Tartarian.
Italian.
Female. Funny. I'm curious about that one.
Yeah, I'm sure Roy is too now.
My hand is so itchy. I think this is the feminine hand. That's why I'm like female. Well, what you get, John?
It's telling me why he went to war.
So
I'm not
so he was a soldier.
Yes, he was a soldier, but he didn't have a choice
Right.
because of who he was caring for, because I'm not getting that he had parents. Here's the interesting part. Okay, so he's represented by the King of Cups. Step out of the way, Michael, because Roy's taking your place right now.
Oh.
So he had to set some boundaries of protection around. Here's your female energy you're picking up on, Nadia. 3 sisters he had to care for, 3 queens. How do I know they're sisters? Because there's your sibling card. So, and they were young children, young enough to where he was their provider. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Are you getting what nationality he may have been?
Came out of
Oh.
they're actually giving me a combination. Here's your
Yeah.
nationalities. All right. So you have Italian, but you have Austrian as well.
Oh, nice.
You didn't fight for the Germans. You didn't fight for the Germans. You fought for the Italians.
Betts has something very interesting, Jen.
I'm getting Tartarian also.
So I was right about the Tartarian, but Betts wrote that was it the Romanov girls?
Oh, interesting.
Well, how many Romanov girls were there?
A lot.
4, 5?
4 or 5.
Yeah, I'm getting no on Romanov.
Yeah, not Romanov, but higher up royalty here. Okay.
Wow.
And to protect them, move them out of troubled waters. So basically, he had to move his sisters away from war-torn country.
Mm.
Yeah, I was getting Tartaria.
Now, I like the information they're giving me on the justice card, because I kept getting Austria, that the justice, remember, Germans went in, that was heavily guarded territory, but he wanted justice. He didn't want German occupancy for homeland. You know how they say go back to your motherland?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but he was protecting. That was his strength. He was a warrior, and his job was to protect 3 sisters. So, Roy, I hope that gives you a little bit more insight.
Hercules.
And Betts, that was your Vippy.
And the base card on that, Roy, is the Knight of Wands. Absolutely. That's a fighter and warrior. You were a little reckless, though, because you just kind of want to get it done and get home. But trustworthy. Okay. All right. Moon has the next one. Is Redmond real salt better for the body, or Himalayan salt, or sea salt? I heard Redmond is really, really good. I think it comes out of the mines of, is it Colorado?
I think I'm going to break it down.
Okay.
Wow. I got a really strong no that it's not good for your body, not good for your stomach.
Yeah, I'm getting no also.
Like it's very strong. It's like, All right, Himalayan. Let's go Himalayan.
I'm getting the same on Himalayan.
Yeah. But it's better than Redmond, though.
Yeah, I'm getting sea salt is best of those 3.
Redmond, stay away from it. Not good for you. Move away from it. Okay, so we won't be doing that. Let's do Himalayan sea salt.
Yeah, sea salt is good. What is that other one that they're pushing now? Celtic salt, is it?
I have no idea.
Celtic salt.
I get a no on Celtic.
Got a very soft yes. Very soft yes. But a sea salt for sure was the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, Celtic, I think they say Celtic. What's Celtic for you?
That's weird. Okay. Change your mind about the Himalayan.
Yeah.
It's interesting I'm using this deck. We were just talking about Himalayan pink salts or like vessels,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. You've got dragons here. Let's not ingest that. Now, the sea salt is actually really good for you. This is the one you should be using. Because of the water, it's really good for
All right.
you.
What about Salt Lake salt?
Salt
Lake
Lake
salt.
salt. Funny. Yeah, let's remember that.
Huh?
Isn't there a salt flat?
Yeah, the salt lands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would that be good for salt? Or is that not real
Not
salt?
just salt, though. It's other minerals.
The salt from Sodom and Gomorrah?
Oh, no.
No, that is actually the Dead Sea
I
salt.
don't want sulfur
the salt.
in mine, okay?
Mhm.
No, but the Dead Sea is actually the salt from the Sodom and Gomorrah thing. Yeah.
We need to remember the star card is about bringing healing. So it looks like sea salt wins this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I ask Vippy on one of the? Is it okay to do the
Your punch card is full. Moving on. Okay.
iodized? Is that better for you to have iodized salt?
You want to compare it with the sea salt?
Yes.
Well, we do need iodine in our bodies. Let's see.
Inquiring minds want to know. I speak for the live chat.
Sea salt's better.
Yeah, it is actually. That's funny.
Ooh, ask if
We're done.
if sea salt
By
is
the sea
actually
salt?
iodinized.
Okay. Sea salt is still winning this battle.
Yeah.
Iodized salt could go either way because this is based on your body. It's what you can react to. It can help balance out some things because you do need that iodine in your body, but it really depends because it's not good for some people. Sea salt is still winning for moving out of troubled waters. This is the sea here. This one's still the better option.
Yeah,
I'm getting there's some iodine in sea salt, but not as much as you would think.
Traces, but I think your answer, Jen, is because who's manufacturing the iodized salt?
Well, it could
is
be
the question.
You know,
Be
Morton.
careful about.
You know, the
Morton.
lady in the rain boots and the umbrella.
Her name is Morton.
Morton. All right, Jo Beth has the next one. What does my husband Sharuka? Let's just say that. Sorry, Jo Beth, if I got the enunciation wrong.
Sharuk.
Shah.
Yeah, but that was in Chicago.
Okay.
Get off the couch.
Where's my dinner, woman?
Find the remote.
There's a message from Jo Beth from her husband's side. The combination number is
That would be funny if that was actually the message.
the combination number. Is there a message from Jo Beth's husband's side?
Jo Beth, I'm curious to know if you're thinking about moving. They're encouraging you to do that. This is moving forward and starting a new beginning. If you do this, it's better energy. There's something about your home that may not be. If you're thinking about moving, they're encouraging you to do so. It's another movement card. You need to move. The house that you're in is making you sick.
Okay, is there anything, Jen, on your cards about the throat chakra? Because it's saying to use your words, use your voice. Oh, yeah, you could clean out your house with your voice. Yeah.
Well, we did have the Knight of Swords. That's a warrior, and you have the Wheel of Fortune. So you can help it until you can move, but they're really encouraging you to move.
Yeah. Probably where do you want to go? Something about using your voice.
And allowing fate to let you move. Okay, so this is the Ace of Pentacles. A gift is going to come to you to where it will help you walk away from this place. So start manifesting that. Okay. They're encouraging you to move. I don't know if you've thought about doing that, but.
Yeah, it's beautiful. She wrote, my husband wants us to move. And she had a thyroidectomy last September. First of all, make sure you have iodine and selenium. And
sea salt.
And secondly, use your words. Even though your thyroid is removed, the energy is still there.
Okay. You're planning to move. But you stay focused on that, because even the higher selves are encouraging you to keep manifesting that. And thank you for laughing and forgiving me at the enunciation of the name. Okay.
Moving on.
I appreciate that.
Moving on up.
All right. So Moon.
Go ahead, pull us in.
Moving on up. We're going to be the Jeffersons, Jo Beth. Let's move on up. Okay. Are my plant seeds I sprouted and transplanted? Was it the wrong type of soil I used? Why it seems they stopped growing? There, Nadia, 3 questions for being late yesterday. If questions,
I was just gonna say it, Moon. Yeah, she came in late on King's show, and I go, "You got your punishment is 3 questions. You got it."
Wow,
10. But I was being
And
nice.
that's question number 3.
This is question number 3.
Okay. All right. So we want to know why they've stopped growing. So they've been stunted, and she wants to know if is that the wrong type of soil.
I think it's the location.
Yeah, it's not so much the soil, is what I'm
The location of where you're at. Is
It needs nutrients.
They need more light?
Yeah.
No. Okay. So we do have a soil imbalance here, but it's kind of a combination of the both. All right. Yes. Thank you.
I'm also getting it probably partially the energy around there.
Well, yep. And I'll explain. You're going to be highly disappointed. A majority of them are going to die. They're not going to make it. There's the Tower card. Okay. They're being stunted right now. This is pointing down soil. There's some secrets in the soil. So the chemistry is a little off. So that can be just a portion of it. But yeah, the energy of the ground that they're in, I said light and I went, no, that's not right. Hierophant is energy because it's a spiritual card. So there's something about the energy around the area that they're planted at. Yeah. Okay.
If it's indoor, I'm wondering if you put like a high vibrations, music or something. I would love to do a little experiment and see if that changes the
music will help.
You go love on them. Yeah.
Yeah. And that may help.
Just don't sing to them.
Maybe she sings really well.
We don't know that.
Put your love in it. It doesn't
there
matter.
You go.
Let
Like,
your
Doesn't
love
matter how
flow.
you sing. It could be
Let
off key,
your
but as long
love
as you have
flow.
love.
No,
the
I've had plants that actually take 2 side leaves and go, stop it. Okay. Okay, Moon has the next one. Are
Got
those
plants
stories
in my
of
room, and the leaves go like this.
Woo! Put your clothes back on, King. Okay. Are those stories of trees that walk true? Yeah, we did this one quite a few months ago. That yes,
Yeah.
they do.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to put a little another Vippy in there, or an observation.
Uh-oh.
What?
Hasn't she already used up all of her
Never.
Vippies for the day?
Never.
Ah, she still got one in the coffee shop. So
There's
Oh,
and
does she?
usually
Oh, I haven't even checked mine.
check yours too, King. I'm equal opportunity Vippies.
Are you?
No, but
You
there is
are.
a tree that has what is it? An oak tree with the acorns, and the leaves are different. So I walked past it yesterday, and it is a totally different new leaf coming out. Are they? I have a picture of it. I
are they
didn't see it.
cross-pollinating, breeding something?
It is so different. It doesn't even look like all the other leaves. It's huge.
Yes, I do
So
have a question
Well,
from
one of the
Nadia.
trees, Stella in the front yard. Last year she had little baby tomatoes on her. This year she has crab apples.
oh, she's changing.
Granny's in the area.
Are you crabby this year? What's going on? It changed, and I'm like, what is happening here?
Menopause. Let me know when it turns into bananas. I love it. Yeah, but it was so weird that the leaves actually look so different. Jen, I'll send you that picture. It's pretty interesting.
Are you pulling cards?
I'm gonna pull cards on it. I want to know
On what?
if it's a crossbreed.
All right, and then I did do a little research.
Is what a crossbreed?
You.
Well,
You.
of course, yeah, me, yeah.
If that different trees.
The trees?
Yeah, the tree that I saw. Okay, yeah, I'll send it, Jen. This is interesting, though.
I'm laughing. It wasn't the type of tree you thought it was.
Well, I don't know.
It's its own independent type. There's a magician card. So yeah, well, this has to do with manifestation. So, but the moon card tells me it's not what you thought it was.
Well, actually, it's right because I didn't know if it was a maple or a oak. So
It's a monkey tree.
It's a monkey tree. Okay, I'm sending it.
Okay.
Inquiring minds want to know. Yeah. I'm like, was it a vine?
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
Listen, Sumfasa.
No, I just.
That's not a maple tree.
I never actually knew.
That's not a maple tree.
I said oak.
Yeah.
Because it had acorns. I said I didn't know if it was a maple tree. That's what I said.
Oh.
Because you said it's not telling you what it thinks you think it is.
Okay, this tree has a sense of humor.
Figures.
Okay. Okay, this looks like a red oak.
But did you see the 3 leaves that are different than all the other ones?
Yeah. All right. Well, let's share this with the family.
Shall we now?
Come on, family. Everybody gather around.
Tie a blue ribbon round the end.
The other tree has a yellow one.
That's a maple tree.
It's not a maple.
It looks like maple to me.
Maple only has 3 sprouts. This is an red oak.
It's an oak because there are oaks, nuts on the bottom, acorns.
But this is a hybrid mixed with a maple.
Well, okay, now that makes sense.
Because if you look at these leaves, the tips of them looks maple.
Yeah.
but the base is oak. So someone has hybrid these trees.
Photoshop. Can I be Hecklefish?
Yeah, Nadia took the time.
It's
She
from the
photoshopped
lizard
all these.
people.
It's a lizard people.
Lizard people.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was very strange, and it showed me like, look at me. So I said, okay, I'll take a picture of you.
I guess, well, the tree has a sense of humor. I'm not what you think I am. Okay. All right, Roy, here we go, love. Any message from Spirit for you? Okay.
Get off the couch and find the remote.
Well, at least you're not doing Lee's impression of Sling Blade. He walks around going mustard and biscuits.
Does he say?
He goes mustard and biscuit, French fried taters.
Taters.
Don't touch my taters.
Oh, okay. You got great optimism here, Roy. This is beautiful. Whatever your project is currently right now, you're working with a bunch of other people. Somebody's going to offer you a contract in this community. Not necessarily this community, but whoever you're working with. Could be your political. Someone may be possibly getting ready to leave their job. They have 1 foot in and 1 foot out, and they're going to probably offer you the position. This is optimism. The star card is all about optimism and moving forward. This is a speaking position, so I hope you're ready for that. It's a leadership role. Okay. Yeah. And they may even offer for you to come in as a young page. There, look, young Roy. Yeah, so they can bring you in and teach you the ropes and how it works. So remember, Spirit is beyond space and time. They're just saying prepare for this. So I don't like tarot normally doesn't go outside of a year. It's normally in weeks and months. So based on the numbers, two to three months. Beautiful. Okay. And the base card is a number 3. So within 3 months, and that's Empress, and that's sovereignty and abundance. Okay. So be on the lookout. So whoever you're working with, looks like they may step down in a position and offer it to you. Okay, Marcy, did Adam not have a belly button? With or without lint?
Can you please check and verify, King? Just look down. Do you have a belly button then?
It started out as an innie, but it's now an outie.
Maybe it's a hernia.
Could be. No, I already had that when I was 3.
Oh, yeah. That's very common. Then that means you cried so much. You cried a lot when you were a baby.
I'm getting no on belly button.
Absolutely not, because they had crystalline bodies.
Oh, yes. True. Yeah.
Yeah, this is crystalline bodies. Now, some people are going to say associate this card. Well, they were off-worlders. Maybe that's the way you interpret it, but I'm seeing light being here. So the crystalline body has no need for belly buttons. He and Eve, both, there's your Adam and Eve lovers card, both had these bodies. So they stand independently alone. They do not have belly buttons.
Yes. Yeah. I remember them talking about that.
They remember when they were created, they weren't in meat sacks, supposedly, even though we get the rib story.
I was just going to say the rib story.
I don't know how that works.
Well, they're barbecued.
Barbecued. Okay. All right. So that's the ones I had starred. Let's go over here to the coffee page. And Nadia.
Yeah.
Did you know she started the last word in?
I got 2 last words in.
Oh, that's
Yes,
right.
I got one of hers on mine too.
All right.
Yes.
Well, on this one, it says on Instagram, there was an infant that was about 1 pound and had some odd features. Was that child from underground? Okay.
In Gaza, yeah.
Okay.
It almost looked like one of these
I
things-
get yes.
Sweet Tooth. You know that movie?
No.
Yeah, I do. The hybrids. It's on Netflix.
But I get a yes on this question.
That's what I thought it was. It did look so odd. It almost looked the ear, the head, the ears, the head, everything looked off.
Terry said the chat got quiet. We put them to sleep.
Baby Ruth! Baby Ruth!
Oh, you mean you don't want me to pass chloroform in my energy?
No, please don't.
I like jackfruit.
Sure you do. Your wife used to love it.
My wife did love it.
Wow.
Those were the nights where I had to step outside for a while.
This is a page that the military rescued, but this is multi-generational.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this says with a lot of help, they will survive, and they keep coming up. So depending upon what's wrong with them, whether they go off-world or not to be healed.
Yeah, because they were trying to use it to say this is how they're starving the Gazan people. But when I looked at the features, I said, no, these are from underground.
Yeah.
Okay, are you ready for the other question?
Yes.
Nadia would like to know, are the new storms going to clean up Denver Airport?
There's a new storms forming over there.
Denver,
Over there?
they've been working on it. You know, all those horrible murals that were on the inside, all that's been removed.
Good.
But I wonder if they're going to have some nasty weather over there, just like those ones that happened last week.
I'm getting a yes, strong yes, even underground.
Yep. You guys want more questions?
No.
You?
No, I'm done.
You can save him for my show tomorrow.
Oh, you're going to have a show tomorrow?
Oh, no, not tomorrow. Sunday.
Sunday.
Yes. This God's doing this.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is divinely done, and he's going to use nature and the people, because remember, chariot can be military. So if they use manipulate it in a positive way, if that makes sense, God uses whoever he wants to do his work. So they will absolutely be cleaning.
I'm getting flooding out the tunnels too.
Yep, that's what I got.
Yep. With Gaia. There's your Empress card. Absolutely. It's already a work in progress.
And don't worry, King of Cups has this.
Okay. Sister Renee on the phone just wants to know if she has a message from Spirit.
So I didn't get the letter.
No, you did not. I took it away. Took it away. It's been revoked.
Yeah, I was going to say your VIP card has been revoked.
I'm going to go get a renewal. Go to the village hall to get
It's going to cost you.
It always does.
All right. So this is for Renee. Oh, wow. Okay, so you've been manifesting. This is the Queen of Pentacles. You're really focused on financial security for your family. And you're going to do it. Ace of Pentacles is a gift from the universe, a gift from the Creator. It's going to be given to you because you've been manifesting it. But they do recommend that you take a stand, the Emperor, okay? And not be tempted. The devil can mean temptation. do not use this gift for something that doesn't have good potential for your family. Okay. You may want to consider this gift for pages. So children that are coming. And Renee, yeah, or investment. So that's a merchant card. So this is gift giving for those littles because she has the twin grandbabies coming. So absolutely, you may want to. There's going to be some money coming in. So congratulations. Okay.
Pennies from heaven.
All right.
Possibly.
Last word.
Watch her. Watch. She's going to do this because she's got to have the last word. Okay.
Wait.
No, I mean, I heard something, and I don't drink soda, so I don't know if it's true. But I heard Coca-Cola has little chips in there, so when you're drinking it, and so they wanted to merge with Google. Did you guys hear anything like that?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Well,
You got like the nanoparticles and.
Yeah, they have the
drink it, so I guess I just didn't.
Yeah,
I don't drink it either, but I saw it and I said, wonder if that is true or not. So that was my last word.
I'm sure it was. Does Schneider have a hook for you?
I actually
take you off screen.
I actually took him outside and closed the door this time.
Yes, it's got more to it. It's like it's got nanoparticles and other stuff in it.
Doesn't have the cocaine anymore. It has other stuff.
No, you can't get high off of cocaine anymore.
Yeah, they're one
Coca-Cola.
foot in and 1 foot out. They haven't quite done this yet. They're kind of halfway there, trying to decide if they're going to do it. It's been put on hold. There's your temperance.
Okay.
But yes, they have contracted because for all of humanity, they want to track their steps. Yep.
Wow, interesting. All right, I'm done. I promise.
Uh-huh.
Ready?
Sure. Okay. So it's the weekend and I've got the show Monday. What do you want to do Wednesday? We can take the weekend and we can talk to amongst ourselves off the air.
Yeah.
We can do that. So we don't have to make a decision.
I have to think about it.
Okay.
Well, I have one suggestion, possibly.
South Pole.
Not sure. Yeah, let's go to the South Pole.
I'm not going to be here next Wednesday. Okay.
You'll be in the South Pole. Vacuums up in the South Pole. What about
ice falls?
Do we want to talk? Do we want to deep dive? I think this is huge, but movies, like they're telling the truth, like you were saying, Tarzan, the King Kong, and
old and new. Just pick a few and
old and new, like Soylent Green, maybe.
Is made from people. Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Funny that you had said that because they put on the market this type of milk substitute called Soylent, and that's the first thing I said was Soylent Green is already working.
Yeah, and if you get a list, if you want to compile a list, I will make a slide of the list of movies. That way, someone can screenshot it and they could go and look at them if they want to.
Will we have like a 6-hour program where we can watch movies?
No, we can watch movies. Here. That fashion films that we used to have.
What's the matter, Jan?
Uh-oh. They didn't like the question.
That's a tread lightly.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So,
hold on.
Because some of them are wanting to get bad energy out. Their bad energy. So
okay, then let's not do that.
Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea not to be doing that then.
Okay, and then possibly, not sure. Kathy spoke to me and she said she really enjoyed us breaking down Kennedy's questions. Now, can we do a Kennedy question? Are they connected to Camelot or something like that? Are the Kennedys connected to
Do
Camelot?
we want to do the Kennedy bloodline? Is that what you're saying? Are they connected to?
I don't know if you guys can hear me.
For entertainment purposes only.
Can you guys?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah. You froze briefly.
You're just fuzzy. That's all, was he?
She didn't shave today.
Oh, that must be it.
It's my fur baby. My fur baby. Yeah, you know what? It's been doing this the whole time. So I guess I should get a new laptop. So, I was talking. Am I still frozen?
No, you're okay.
All right. What did you guys say about Camelot or Kennedy?
I think we can. I don't know how far you can really get in it because so much of it's been taken away from us. If we can come up with some questions, then we can ask Divine Spirit about it. But let's throw in a couple of extras. We can also look into Trump and Lincoln because those are bloodlines as well. So maybe just a couple.
Are they all connected?
Yeah, and see if we can't start putting some puzzle pieces. And of course, it'll be for entertainment because we have no idea.
Right.
And sometimes Spirit won't tell us and they'll confuse us because they don't want the bad guys to know anything either. So but I think it's okay. Yeah.
Sounds
Kennedy
good to
dynasty.
me. Yeah.
Trump is not really a Trump, apparently, because there you get into the patent thing.
Yeah.
And,
Yes.
so there's a lot of different things. Okay, so we'll do a little of that. King, do you want me to host Wednesday? We'll flip flop.
Up to you. I'll take either one.
Okay, I'll do Wednesday. You do Friday.
Okay.
And we'll flip flop, and then that way, and then Lee has.
I don't know if I can flip flop. I can just flop.
Is that another message, Jen? Don't do Kennedy either.
They're really just the tread
They're
lightly.
like, abort, abort, abort.
They're like tread lightly.
Oh no. Well, we can talk about
it's
it.
because one of them is our current leader, and another one can be our co-leader, and so it's a protection thing. But that's okay.
Abraham Lincoln.
We can no, a Kennedy and a Trump.
I
know. It doesn't matter. We can still ask questions. There's nothing wrong with that. People may look at it as 3D. Fine, whatever. We live here, don't we?
Well, we all know that we can do. We've done 3D before.
Exactly. I'm not worried about it. Until I'm taken out of here, I live here, so I will ask. It's fine.
Yeah. Unless there's something else that you guys want to just put it up on. Bring it up on email.
Yeah, and if you're
just
on
in case you
Telegram,
come back for a fourth time, I'm just saying.
A fourth time. How to dismantle Ring doorbells? Is that what we're gonna do?
Yeah, my disguises aren't working anymore. I should look into that invisibility cloak the military uses.
Ooh.
The off-worlders.
Then we can bring in Harry Potter.
Yeah. Do you think I have the ability to trick the creator? Yeah.
I would love to do Harry
He's gonna be
Potter.
sitting on that throne
I
laughing.
know that the invisibility cloak actually does work.
Yeah, it does. But I can just see the creator going, "Hey, angels, come over here. Look at this. Look at this child.
Take it away. Take it away. Take it away."
Did I tell you the story about me putting my son under an invisible cloak?
No.
He went to Israel. He went to Israel, Ben Gurion Airport. And I figured if he's under an invisibility cloak, he can put his passport and they'll let him pass, you know? Well, it backfired because he was sitting, waiting for somebody, waving at the camera. Nobody could see him for 2 hours.
Wow.
So then we took the invisibility cloak off and they let him go right through. And it was so, I'm like, oops, never going to do that again. You know, I remember that from Kyle Gray. He used to put it under invisible, and I said, "That is awesome. I'm going to protect my son and put him under it." And that was a no-no. Yeah.
Okay, it was a good show.
It was a good
You
show.
guys have a really good weekend, all of you.
Love you.
Blessed weekend.
Lava you.
Yeah, we love ya.
Yeah.
All right. I
Love
will
and light.
see you Monday. Kane, you're not doing a show this weekend?
Sunday.
I am doing it Sunday.
You're doing a
At 1.
Sunday. Okay.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Sunday, Monday.
I don't know if you guys knew about that, but in Chicago, there was always an announcer commercial. Sunday was the giant truck show and everything. So
Oh,
us here would be Sunday.
okay.
We never went.
No.
I love and light, guys.
All right.
All right.
Love you.
Love and light.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.